Hi all. Hi all. Today we are going to see about introduction to developmental psychology. Okay. Developmental psychology is the branch of psychology that focuses on how people grow and change over the course of a lifetime. It looks at physical, emotional, and cognitive changes. Okay, developmental psychology is also a branch of psychology. There are so many branches in psychology. The developmental psychology mainly focuses on how people grow from infancy to how people grow and develop from infancy to childhood. Okay. There are some developmental stages in developmental psychology. The first one is infancy, babyhood, early childhood, late childhood. All these we are going to see about. Okay. What are the significant facts about development? Early foundations are critical. Okay. This is the first significant fact about the development. The brain grows fastest in early years. Children learn how to talk, walk, trust, and behave during this time. Good care and environment in early life help children become healthy, confident, and successful later. For example, if a baby is growing in a good, love, and secure environment, that baby will grow healthy and happy. Otherwise, if a children is growing in an environment where the parents are strict, he or she is not getting any love from her parents, it will affect the baby and it will also affect their developmental stages. Okay. Next one is role of maturation and learning in development. Development happens because of two important things. One is maturation, one is learning. Example, a baby cannot walk at birth, right? A baby cannot immediately walk after the birth. As the baby matures, muscles grows, brain also develops, they are able to walk. After that only they are able to walk. But they won't walk immediately. They will watch from their parents, siblings, caretakers, whoever taking care of the baby. The baby will watch them, and they will do by themselves. Okay. Next one is development follows a defined and predictable patterns. Development in children happens in a fixed order or sequence that is usually the same for everyone. For example, if a baby should crawl by 4 to 5 months, it is common in all children. Okay, that baby should crawl in 5 months. Okay, it is predictable, so we can know what skill come first and what come next. For example, if a baby starts crawling, next it will try to stand up, it will try to sit. So there is some pattern of sequence every baby will have. Okay, but it will be unique in each baby. It depends on the baby. Okay, for example, if you are looking the physical development of a baby, first hold up the heads, then roll overs, then sit, then crawl, then stands, finally walks. The order is same for all babies. It is predictable, but it's a different, and it depends on the person to person. Okay. Next is all individuals are different. Even though children go through similar stages of development, every children is unique in their own way. Okay. Yes, every children is unique, right? This means they may develop at different speed, show different interests, having different strengths and weakness. For example, learning speed. One child may learn to read at age 6, another may learn to read at age 6. Both are normal, but the developmental speed is different for each children. Okay. Next is each phase of development has characteristics behavior. As children grow, they go through different stages of development. In each stage, they show specific type of behavior that are normal and expected for that age. Example, baby 0 to 1 year. Behavior for 0 to 1 year, they will cry, smile, try to sit, try to walk, try to stand. All this will be developed during this stage. Okay. Why? Babies are just learning to move and connect with others. They will just observe from our caretaker or parents or siblings, whomever. They just observe and watch from them, and they will do it on their own, and they will try to do it on their own. Okay. Next is Thank you. Hi all. Today we are going to see about significant facts about development. What are the significant facts about development? Okay. The first significant facts about development is each phase of development has hazards. As children grow through different stages, baby, toddler, child, teen, each stage has certain risk or dangers called hazards. These can affect a child's physical, emotional, or mental development if not handled carefully. Okay, if a child is growing from infancy to teen childhood, it will have many hazards during that stage. Okay, it can be either physically, emotionally, or mentally. Okay, if it's not handled properly, it will have some consequence. Okay, the child will face some consequences. Okay, for example, a baby 0 to 1 year hazard not getting enough nutrition or care from their caretaker or from their parents. Okay, this will affect their baby both physically and mentally. If the baby is not getting a proper nutritious food, it will affect the baby physically. If the baby is not getting a proper care, it will affect the baby mentally. Okay, next, the second significant fact about development is aided by stimulation. Stimulation means giving a child experiences, activities, and attention that help them grow, learn, and grow. Okay, stimulation is nothing but the child will learn from the experiences or the activities or the attention that they are getting from their caretaker or the siblings or their parents. Okay, for example, uh, baby 1 year baby stimulation, talking, smiling, showing colorful toys. Okay, effect, the baby start to smile, right? If we show any colorful toys or colorful things, the baby will immediately start a smile. Okay, if you are talking something, if the mother or the father is talking to the baby, the baby will start smiling to that sound, and they will notice the sounds of their father and mother. Okay, next is the third significant facts about development is affected by cultural changes. When cultural changes, well, when culture changes, it can affect how children grow and learn. Okay, if the culture changes like moving to a new place or adapting to new habits, a child development can also change. Example, if an if a child is in India, okay, from birth, to 1 year. Okay, after 1 year, the parents is taking the child to other state like some Madhya Pradesh or Uttar Pradesh or wherever. Okay, so the child will have some habitats here. If the parents are taking the child to the new place, it will take time to adapt for the child in that place, and the language too. Okay, for example, if the child is talking Tamil in India, if the or in Coimbatore or Tamil Nadu. Okay, if the child is moving out of India, like UK or Europe or Germany, wherever Spain or where. Okay, there the language will be totally different, so the child won't be able to understand what others are telling. Okay, and the child was not able to adapt that particular environment, okay, very quickly. It will take some time to adapt for the child. Okay, next is social expectations are for every stage of development. This is the fourth significant facts about development. As child grows, society expect them to behave and act in certain ways based on their ages. For example, 1 year baby, the baby should smile, make eye contact, respond to sound. Okay, why this baby want to do all these in these time period means these shows early communication and bonding with your parents. Okay, so the baby should do what that actions or whatever the developmental stages should be happen in the proper way. Okay, next is traditional beliefs about people at all the ages. Every culture develops expectations and stories about what's normal or ideal at each stage. For example, as school age children 7 to 12 years, this is the age to study and behave well. Children are expected to listen to elders and do well in. Okay, if a child is growing in an environment where the parents are strict, okay, they will know which is right and which is wrong. Okay, how they should be, how they should behave in front of elders or in front of others or with the friends. Okay, they will know how to behave and how to talk with others. Okay, this is the age where the child will able to take whatever the parents or the caretakers are telling them. Okay, thank you. Today we are going to see about difficulties in studying lifespan development. Okay, what are the difficulties an individual will face while studying the lifespan development? Okay, the first one is representative sample of subject. And representative sample means a group of people chosen for a study that truly reflects the larger population, including different ages, genders, backgrounds, cultures, education levels, and life situation. Representation of samples is nothing but if an individual is going to do a particular research on lifespan development, they should choose their samples. Okay, it can be of any age, it can be of any age, like it can be from children, middle age, late adulthood, childhood, early childhood, it can be of any ages. Okay, but in lifespan development it is hard to include all kinds of people, because we are trying to study development from infancy to old age. Okay, we could not able to include all the kind of peoples, because we are studying from infancy to old age. Okay, suppose a researcher want to understand how people make decisions at different ages, but they only study college students aged 18 to 21. Okay, for example, if a researcher want to study about an anxiety of an college students, or a stage fear or exam fear of an college student, the result will get only for the college student who we have taken the survey, from whom we have taken the survey. So for others like old age, infancy, late childhood, early childhood, late adulthood, we can't and know the result of them, because we are only studying the college students. Okay, the result will only reflect the thinking cycle of young adults and not others. Okay, this make the studies limited and not useful for understanding development across whole life. Next one is establishing rapport with subject. Rapport is nothing but building a conversation between the client and the counselor. Okay, while the patient or the client should be comfortable while talking with the counselor or with the researcher. Okay, rapport means building a trusting and comfortable relationship between the researcher and the participant. In lifespan development studies, researchers have to deal with people of different ages, like babies, toddlers, teenagers, middle-aged adults, elderly peoples. Okay, each group has different communication styles, needs, and trust levels, so it's often hard to connect with them easily. Okay, for example, a toddler won't understand much like what we are trying to tell. Okay, why it's a problem? If the participant doesn't trust the researcher, if they feel nervous or scared, they won't share their views or responses honestly. Okay, may not participate properly or may even drop out of the study. Example, imagine a researcher is trying to observe 3-year-old children play and share toys. But the child see the strangers. If the researcher is stranger for the child, so the researcher will refuse to talk to the child will refuse to talk to the researcher, and it will not give any proper behavior or nature behavior in front of that researcher. Okay, next one is accuracy of data obtained. In lifespan development research, we collect data in different ways, like observation, interview method, questionnaires, surveys, psychological tests. But sometimes the data collected may not be fully accurate. Why? Because some of the subject will respond honestly, or some will give the fake answers. Okay, It can be because of misunderstanding of questions or forgetting details. Okay. If the data is not accurate or honest, the result of the study become weak or wrong. Okay. It can be. Teenagers may be asked questions, do you feel stressed or anxious in school? But they may feel shy or scared because they will think that they will be judged because of saying the honest answer. Okay. They will tell like, no, I'm fine. They may hide their real feelings to look strong or cool. So the data becomes more inaccurate. Okay. Next is ethical aspects of research. Ethics means there will be some certain rules to be followed. Okay, ethics in research means following rules to protect the rights, dignity, and well-being of the people being studied. In lifespan development, researchers often study children, people with mental disability, elderly people with health issues. So these are the very sensitive groups. Okay, these are vulnerable groups. So researchers must take extra care while handling with that kind of persons. Okay, why this is a problem? There are many ethical rules to follow. Getting informed consent we are going to start or collect a data from the particular group of people, so we should get informed consent from participants or guardians. Okay, keeping all information private and confidential, making sure that the study doesn't cause any harm or any stress to that individual. Sometimes following these ethical rules can limit what researchers are allowed to do. Okay, a research interviews teenagers about family problems or emotions. This is a sensitive topic. If not handled properly, it can cause distress. Okay, the information which we are gathered from the particular group or particular individual should be maintained confidentially. Okay, thank you.